The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Important second down play coming up.
Music note. Music note. Defense down, baby. Trick 9.
Here comes the handoff. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. Really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Great job here as a play caller. You come out in the opening drive, you want to establish a little bit of an aggressive nature, and you hit some big plays here downfield. Great way to start this game.
The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with the first down. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Grabbed by the receiver. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
Early drama here in this playoff game. It's a 4-point play. They try to convert on third down in the red zone. Enough to convert on third there. So first down from the 12 now.
That's how you keep the opening drive alive right there. Good, hard, tough running to be able to pick up that first down and the third down conversion.
First and 10 play coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. Gives it to the back.
Chris, this has been a fun opening drive to watch by this offensive coordinator, blending everything, mixing in run with pass, a lot of formations. This defense right now is guessing what's coming next. Now they're in that goal-to-goal situation. Can they punch it in and get the touchdown they deserve?
The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal.
Fly trumpet. Ink. Ink.
And he finds his tight end for the catch. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
One of those crucial moments early in this playoff game. Third down and goal.
Banner.
And they're trying to punch it in here. This offense comes out and immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
And it's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds room at the 30. He's in the clear. Now the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Mississippi State, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Bringing it out, it's Washington. They stop at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab behind the line. It's Foster. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
He'll field the punt. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Mississippi State offense is back out there now. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Here's the second down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
What a great job here by the offensive coordinator going with the screen, and the timing could not have been any better. Quarterback senses the blitz, kind of baits that linebacker, floats it over the top of him, gave that running back plenty of room to pick up a nice gain.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. The receiver makes the grab. Looks like Mississippi State will have the first down.
3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving the option for a potential run. I think that froze the defense enough for the quarterback to hit an early read, and the result is a big gain and a first down.
Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Well, that's a great catch near the sideline and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
This Mississippi State offense is quickly moving down the field. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
2nd down and goal upcoming. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
I think the drop back here really fools his defense at the goal line. Good call by the offensive coordinator to give the quarterback options. You could see the defense kind of on their heels, so the quarterback decided to take off, and he was just too quick to get to the goal line.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. In the first play of the drive now from the 25.
Let's go.
And the single back takes the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. Defense will make the stop in what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. So it's Mississippi State on top so far. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on the 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Foster. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Quick throw to the left. Wide open downfield. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Running back with the football. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. On the move now. Heading for the end zone. And he muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
This is why you don't predetermine what to do with the ball as a quarterback. He wants to throw this as he rolls out to his right, but instead he keeps his eyes downfield, recognizes there's nobody open, so instead he decides to become the runner, and he's a real threat when he has the ball in his hands.
Maybe the quarterback will just sneak it here.
No, I don't blame him to go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
Defense not fooled on the toss play. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Here we go, here we go.
Trying to throw for it on third and goal. He's got it right near the end zone. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Less than a yard to go here on fourth down. The offense is going to go for it.
Military stop.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The defense scoops it up. Past the 50. They'll finally bring him down, but what a play. The takeaway and a huge gain on the return.
Chris, these big defensive linemen work their whole lives for an opportunity to make a play like this. Ball's on the ground, and instead of just jumping on it, pick it up. Show your athletic ability. A lot of times, these guys were great athletes as youngsters. You can see, yeah, he's a big man, but he can run.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Second down play coming up for this offense.
29 Philly.
Back in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He escapes the pocket. Looking right, this one caught. They wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
691, Gators fire.
Looking to pass here on second down. Lets it go quickly. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Ready, set.
This Mississippi State offense is quickly moving down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Mississippi State. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the offense trots back onto the field here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
We'll look to forward here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Foster. Gets some space around the 30. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 42. And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. And this one is caught.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to throw yet again. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24. First down here for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught by the receiver. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out.
One more, boys.
Looking for a man. Let's it fly to the wideout. Set up for the PAT. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So here we go. First play of the drive under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Bought some time, now lets it go. Here's the target, and it's complete.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Looks like Mississippi State will have the 1st down. See what the call is on 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to scramble. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to the left side. Makes the catch downfield. Breaks into the clear. What a catch and run by the junior. Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. On the move now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
I mean, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And this time it's complete. They bring him in quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Third and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Out of the gun now on third down. The pocket breaking down. The pass is intercepted. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up with a 33.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover two, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend, and it's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's a dart right down the middle. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Boston. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there, and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
One more play before they head to the locker room. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. It's another deep shot. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. And that PI call is going to give them one more untimed play in the half. It's no good. After the miss, still down by 7. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the third quarter. They begin with a quick throw to the left. Here he goes. Inside the 40. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
Man, this defense has got to do a better job. It's one thing to give up a completion, but all those yards after the completion are what can really hurt you as a defense.
So after one enormous play, they're now set up at the opponent's 20-yard line. Handoff here from the shotgun. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Offense ready to start this drive. It's a run. Running back's got it. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And here comes the punter onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's the return now from midfield. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Mississippi State offense is back out there now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
He escapes the pocket. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves. points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
On 4th down, the offense will go for it. On the ground, it's Cook. Oh, they stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Park behind the line. It's Foster. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it 2nd and short.
Music note. Here we go. Set. Exploit them here on this drive.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Brought down quickly, but a big gain through the air. Ball moves to the 45.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. The tight end was got it. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
And they're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. Now, when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
They line up on 3rd and goal. Got to think this is 4-down territory, down multiple scores.
So close. Let's go. Let's go. Ready, go.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Foster. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
The offense trailing here in the 2nd half. This is a crucial 4th down try.
Right offense. Let's go. 6 propane.
And he'll set up to throw. Looking for 6.
How about that, Chris? The quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Why not? With a receiver like this who can run like that, get him the ball as fast as you can and let him do his thing.
And the point after gets him within a touchdown, 28-21. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. The last possession, they passed on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. Let's see how they play this one. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
2nd down after that completion. And the back now goes in motion. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throw to the running back in the flat. It's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. How about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. The pass rush closing in. The pass is off target, yet is he through as the 3rd down pressure works.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. First down, looking to throw the football. Caught in the backfield. It's Foster. Breaking free at the 35. To make the tackle, but it's enough for a 1st down. Good call on that screen play.
Man, with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking for a receiver. Close to the tight end. Diving right. What a play by that receiver. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
What a great catch by that receiver, Chris. He lays out and comes down with it, and the quarterback is the beneficiary. He's actually over 200 yards, and he can thank his receivers for plays like this.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Now they'll come up second down and goal from the 10.
Okay, ready?
And the QB will try again on second and 10. Makes the grab on the move. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
So it's Mississippi State on top so far. As we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. Looking to chuck it again. Caught over the middle. It's Foster. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, that quarterback's doing a good job of getting the ball out of his hands. Remember, you get inside that 10-yard line, the decisions have to be much quicker because the windows that he's looking into are very tight, and they close quickly. So good job of getting a completion, but now 4th and goal, down the possession, they need a touchdown.
Quarterback drops back. Oh, that one's picked off. They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return. They get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Mississippi State offense is back out there now. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. Looking to throw here. Defense is coming after him. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Look out, he's in the clear. Breaking tackles and going. They finally tackled him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Well, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Bringing pressure. Under pressure, just lets it go. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Second down after that previous play. And he drops back in the gun. He lets it go. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Off target and incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Pressure is coming. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again.
Okay, break. Set, ready.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Grab down the middle. It's Washington. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. That completion makes it second and short. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The QB throws his third pick of the day.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession, you need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
Looking for the wideout. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football to the 42.
And just like that, they come up with the play that they needed. In a 2-possession game, you're relying on your defense to make a play. Strip the ball. Come up with the interception. Anything to get the ball back to your own offense, and they get to pick. Now let's see if they can score.
Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive.
Set, ready.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pocket breaking down. Tight end makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down at the 48. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
Boy, what a call here by the offensive coordinator. Dialed it up perfectly. The play looked like it had a chance for a big gain. Unfortunately, the quarterback off on the accuracy, put that ball too far out in front of the receiver.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. And throwing again on second and 10. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
I mean, I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here, actually hit him as he's throwing this football.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long.
Ready, ready. Break.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone.
this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
EAT is good, makes it a 3-point game, 31-28. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return begins inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. The back's got it. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. Kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive. Working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can. But the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Important second down play coming up. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Moves out of the pocket. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. Man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long, 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback has been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Going absolutely nowhere after the loss of the play.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the game that this guy has had running the football. But at that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Screen to the wide receiver.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. You know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with the secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Offense comes out to start this drive. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. First down, looking to throw the ball. The receiver makes the pitch. Tough running that breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out of the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
On first down, it's play action. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Now it's second down here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He's got it with room to run. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
And look at that, another big play. And you know what, Chris, now? This quarterback is over 400 yards on the day. What an impressive showing we've seen from this man this afternoon.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
Here's the second down play. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. Comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Ball handed off. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. Didn't see anybody open. Just throws it away. And that's not going to bring up 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
Catch is made down the middle. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency, and that's a great example that he's up to it.
1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the 4th quarter?
Let's go, let's go.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal.
Chris, what a great job. What a celebration by this offense. They worked so hard to get it close enough. They punch it in behind that offensive line, and now they've got the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 in the final quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. He makes the grab. He's in the clear. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They jump on top here in the final minute.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. Quick completion to the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Makes the catch. It's Foster. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, just a really heads-up play by this receiver. Yeah, he maybe could have fought to get the first down, but I love the fact he got out of bounds. You save your timeouts. You stop the clock. The offense has a chance to regroup, and now you're in striking distance to get the right play called at the right time.
Locates the tight end. It's complete. The offense will spend a timeout to stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw and put it on target.
It comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Could take it all the way. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the offense will just take a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.